This is an easy step-by-step tutorial on how to do the open shell and picot stitch. I'm going to be using a 4mm hook and some cotton yarn size 3. So here is my foundation chain. It's a multiple of 7 plus 1, so I have 22 chains. Now for row 1, you want to do a single crochet onto the second chain from your hook. So the loop on your hook does not count. You've got 1, and onto the second do 1 single crochet. Now you're going to skip 2 chains, and onto the third you're going to do a shell stitch. For that you're going to do 1 double crochet, chain 1, onto the same stitch do another double crochet, chain 1, and lastly onto the same chain you're going to do 1 double crochet. So this is your shell stitch. Now you're going to skip 2 chains, 1, 2. Onto the third you're going to do 1 single crochet. You're going to chain 3. Onto the next chain you're going to do 1 single crochet. And this is our repeat. You're going to skip 2, and onto the third do a shell stitch. So you want to do a double crochet into it, 1 chain 1, another double crochet into the same stitch or chain, a chain 1, and a double crochet into the same one. You are going to skip 2, and onto the third do 1 single crochet. You're going to chain 3, onto the next do 1 single crochet, and that is your repetition until you get to the end of this row. So I'm at the end of my row. I have 3 chains left, so I'm just going to do 1 single crochet in the very last one. Essentially you're going to end with a shell stitch, and then you're going to skip 2 and do a single crochet to your last stitch. For row 2 you're going to start with a chain 7. This chain 7 counts as a treble crochet and chain 3. Let's see, 2, 4, 6, 7. Now you're going to flip your work, and onto the middle of the shell stitch, the second double crochet, you're going to do 1 single crochet, a chain 3, and onto the same stitch 1 single crochet. And this is your picot stitch. So now our repetition is going to begin. You're going to chain 3, and into the chain space from the previous row you're going to do 1 double crochet. Now you're going to chain 3 and do again another picot stitch in the middle of the shell stitch from the previous row. So on top of that second double crochet, insert 1 single crochet, a chain 3, and in the same one, 1 single crochet. And now we repeat. We're going to do a chain 3, go into the chain space with a double crochet, chain 3 again, and on top of the double crochet, the middle double crochet from the shell stitch, do a picot stitch. And just so you know, I have 500 other stitches coming your way in 2024, so make sure to subscribe to not miss out. And so here, the last thing you're going to do is you're going to chain 3 to finish row 2 when you're at the very end. You chain 3, and you're going to do a treble crochet on top of the last stitch. So we're going to do 1 treble crochet. And this is the end of row 2. For row 3, you want to start with a chain 1 and flip your work. You're going to do 1 single crochet on top of that last stitch that you just made. So 1 single crochet. Now you're going to work a shell stitch into your previous picot stitch. So you're going to work a double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, chain 1, double crochet for a shell stitch. Now you're going to skip all of this, and on top of the double crochet from your previous row, you're going to do a picot stitch. So you're going to go on top of that double crochet with a single crochet, chain 3, and a single crochet into that same stitch. And this is your repetition. You're going to skip, go into the chain space from the picot stitch of the previous row with a shell stitch. Just take that out of the way. So this is, I'm working my shell stitch right now as I'm in a picot stitch. So second double crochet, chain 1, third double crochet, skip the chain space, and on top of the double crochet do a picot stitch. 1 single crochet, chain 3, and onto the same stitch 1 single crochet. So that's the repetition you want to follow until the end of your round. You're going to end with a shell stitch and the chain 7 that you did from the previous row. So you want to do 1 single crochet onto the 4th chain. So we're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4. Onto the 4th, I'm going to do 1 single crochet. And this is the end of row 3. From now on, you want to repeat rows 2 and 3 back and forth. And this is the end result. Really beautiful and intricate. But it's just a 2-row repetition, so it's quite simple. And it has this beautiful, beautiful effect.